be feeling that intro music. Y'all gotta be feeling that intro music. I'll tell you. Ain't nothing more soulful than the intro music from your boy.
That's right.
Hey man, welcome to another episode of the Holistic Cannabis Show. We live in this joint. We so live, y'all see hands on the screen.
That's right.
We that kind of live, all right? Ain't nothing about our show pre-recorded. Ain't nothing about our show pre-screened.
That's right.
Ain't nothing about our show pre-staged. Yeah. Everything is live, just like it is right now, except the waterfall behind my head. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that's pre-recorded. Now,
that's right.
So check this out. We're going to drop this here on you. Now, how you can watch us. Yes. Go to your computer, your laptop, your electronic device, and download the Status Network app. Do that right now. I'll wait. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, you downloaded that app. Now check this out. Go log on to statusnetwork.net. All right, go download that app. I'ma wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam! Now you got that, right? Because your computer's super fast if you're watching this show now.
That's it.
You can call us at 470-251-4647. All right? You can call that number right there. If you got any questions about cannabis, opinion about a current event, questions about credit, questions about that you want to ask any guest that's on our show, hit that number, 470-251-4647. Now, for all of my intelligent people out there, if you're on Instagram, you can find us at manifesttv.status. If you're on Facebooker, you can find us at Status Network LLC. On Periscope, status_network_. On Twitter, status_network_. If you're an Amazon Fire Stick Roku participant, guess what? Type in Status Network in that search bar on top of your screen. Type in Manifest TV. Boom! We gonna be right there. YouTube. Even if you're on YouTube, say you ain't got time to watch today, you want to go back and watch the replay, go look on the YouTube. Type in Manifest TV. It's gonna list all the shows. Yeah, some other good shows out there. Holistic Cannabis Show is the one you want though.
All right, so welcome everyone to another great episode. Mr. Henderson did a wonderful job. I am your hostess, Dr. Yolanda Henderson, and my wonderful co-host, if he didn't tell you.
Y'all already know my name,
Mr. Henderson. Let's go. Let's do this thing. All right, so you already know what's going on in the news. We got some stuff going on. The votes are counting. You all keep voting. The early votes
looking good.
Have we broke a record here in Georgia for the most votes on the first day of voting on the election. So if you all have not voted, please go out and vote. So we also have news about the coronavirus spiking again. There are certain states with they're threatening to reclose certain states. So we're just hoping and praying that don't reach here, Georgia. We got Texas with who have jumped back up and spiked back up. So certain states have spiked. So we'll go ahead and talk about that a little later. And then we have some interesting testimonials from a wonderful partner of ours. We are selling her items in our shop, the new school, and her name is none other than Miss Alma, and she will be on a little later. We also have a guest from the consulting agricultural group who will be on the show or be calling into the show a little bit later. We do have wonderful guests who have called and won prizes. So if you're watching on Facebook, please comment, share, stop what you're doing right now and share this show. Let everybody know that we are on the Facebook. We're on social media. We're on everywhere, as Mr. Henderson said, and we are ready to get started with everything we have going on. As you saw this past week, the second presidential debate that came on, and it talked about, race was one of the main issues with this election. So with everything going on with the shootings that has been continuous, it's like they won't stop. We're really tired. We're sick and tired of the unfair, the bias with racial injustice. So Black Lives Matter shouts out to those groups, minorities who are working and striving for equality here in America and across the nation. So as we've seen in this, you've looked at before on our shows, our previous shows, how we've always talked about the injustice, the racial injustice. So this vote really matters. This vote counts. So if you can go out and vote, early vote, if you can, the last day for early voting will be October the 31st. So please go out and vote.
Don't vote for no tricks, man. Don't vote for no tricks. Get plenty of treats, but don't vote for no tricks.
Don't vote for no tricks.
Hey, man, I just want to say this, man, about the presidential debate. Now, I think that after watching that, y'all know, man, that I've been on the fence for the whole time about who it was that I was going to pick, that I was going to roll with, man.
No, you wasn't. Don't
yes,
say
I was.
that.
Yes, I was, man.
You already knew who you was going to vote for.
But the reason that I was on the fence is because you got two old dudes running. See what I'm saying? That right there was a turnoff for me. Now, I ain't got nothing against our elderly and our seniors and everything. I ain't got nothing against that.
Right.
But in some places, in order to grow, you have to grab somebody that's in touch and in tune with their generation.
Yes.
Now, Joe Biden is 78 years old.
Well,
Donald Trump is 72, 73, 74 years old.
Yeah.
Not to say that those guys can't contribute in other ways, but to lead one of the greatest nations on the planet, you probably need to go ahead and should have let that go ahead and go to one of these younger guys. You see what I'm saying? That can grow with the situation.
Yeah.
Now, Donald Trump, the Republican supporters, man, y'all ain't got nobody else to choose. So I see why y'all rolling with Trump.
Yeah.
I see that.
Yes.
But then at the same time, man, your candidate is too old to be there. He's not diplomatic enough to be there. He's not intelligent enough to be there. Donald Trump is a slogan, man. He's a walking, talking commercial. He is.
He's a reality TV star.
Reality TV star.
And in America right now, it seems like it's a big reality
This
TV.
a nightmare.
I mean,
This
it's
a
a reality
nightmare
TV show. It seems like we're on like The Bachelors, or something, and they're like...
Somebody should have pulled that dude collar a long time ago. And this presidential debate was a real good time for somebody to pull his collar. He says so much buffoonery, so much foolery. He wouldn't even let the other dude talk. Now, Joe Biden, on the other hand, he have been a politician for 47 years.
He has. That's a long time. He got a lot of experience.
But people can change.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Over time. You say, oh, well, Joe Biden, he was cool with the laws that incarcerated a whole bunch of minorities. Yeah, but that was given the time. And if you go back to the time in the 1990s, man, y'all know that we was out there kind of raw in the 1990s. We was out there raw as a peoples. And y'all know that. Now, so desperate times call for desperate measures. All right, we was out there raw dogging the whole 1990, from 1990 to 2000. We was raw dogging that joint for sure. Now we got a clip that we gonna show y'all, man, of this debate. And y'all can see for yourself that the issue of race was uncomfortable to talk about for both of the candidates. But it was more uncomfortable for one than the other. Check this clip. And when y'all watch that clip, never mind what you think about either one of the candidates. Just watch the presentation of the discussion that they put out when it's time to talk about race. All right. Now, they're gonna talk about the incarceration numbers, right? Trump gonna talk about, saying, oh yeah, well, we released X number of people from jail. But then listen to the other candidate talk about the numbers that they released. It's going to come down to a point to where one of the people that's talking on the debate going to say, You had 8 years with this guy to do your
To
thing.
do your thing, right?
And then the other candidate is going to lead on or briefly tell about why they was met with so much red tape in
Right.
there. All right, so before y'all jump on the Trump wagon, check this out.
All right.
Baby, Joe, they're calling you a corrupt politician.
Nobody-
Take a look
President
at the
Trump,
laptop
I want to
from
stay
hell.
on the issue
Excuse
of
me,
race. We're
take a look
talking
at
about
the
the issue.
laptop from hell.
President Trump, we're
Nobody-
talking about race right now, and I do want to stay on the issue of race. President Trump,
And I
you've
have to
just
respond to that.
Please,
Because look,
very
there
quickly.
are 50 former national intelligence folks who said that what he's accusing me of is a Russian plant. They have said that this has all the five former heads of the CIA, both parties, say what he's saying is a bunch of garbage. Nobody believes it except his and his good friend Rudy Giuliani.
You mean the laptop is now another Russia hoax?
And
You
that's
gotta
exactly
be-
what-
Is this
that's
where you're
exactly
going?
what
This
was
is
told.
where he's going. The
All right.
laptop is Russia,
Yes.
Gentlemen,
Russia.
I want to stay on the issue of race.
You
okay?
have to be kidding. Here we
Mr.
go
President,
again with Russia.
We're going to continue
Boy,
on the
boy.
issue of race. Mr. President,
believe
you've
that one.
described the Black Lives Matter movement as a symbol of hate. You've shared a video of a man chanting white power to millions of your supporters. You've said that black professional athletes exercising their First Amendment rights should be fired. What do you say to Americans who say that kind of language from a president is contributing to a climate of hate and racial strife?
Well, you have to understand, the first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter, they were chanting pigs in a blanket, talking about police. Pigs, talking about our police. Pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon. I said, that's a horrible thing. And they were marching down the street. And that was my first glimpse of Black Lives Matter. I thought it was a terrible thing. As far as my relationships with all people, I think I have great relationships with all people. I am the least racist person in this room.
Well, what do you say to Americans who are concerned by that rhetoric?
I don't
and by
know. I mean, I
the
don't know
videos?
what to say. I got criminal justice reform done and prison reform and opportunity zones. I took care of black colleges and universities. I don't know what to say. They can say anything. I mean, they can say anything. It makes me sad because I am the least racist person. I can't even see the audience because it's so dark. But I don't care who's in the audience. I'm the least racist person in this room.
Okay, Vice President Biden, let me
Abraham.
ask you very quickly, and then I have a follow-up question for you.
Abraham Lincoln here is one of the most racist presidents we've had in modern history. He pours fuel on every single racist fire. Every single one. Started off his campaign coming down the escalator saying he's going to get rid of those Mexican rapists. He's banned Muslims because they're Muslims. He has moved around and made everything worse across the board. He says about the poor boys, last time we were on stage here, he said, I told them to stand down and stand ready. Come on. This guy has a dog whistle about as big as a foghorn.
President Trump, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to respond, and then I have a follow-up question.
He made a reference to Abraham Lincoln. Where did that come in? I mean,
You said
where
you're
did that-
Abraham
No,
Lincoln.
where did that? No.
You said-
I said not since Abraham Lincoln has anybody done what I've done for the black community.
And I'm saying-
I didn't say I'm Abraham Lincoln. I said not since Abraham Lincoln has anybody done what I've done for the black community. Now, you have done nothing other than the crime bill, which put
Oh, God.
tens of thousands of black men, mostly, in jail.
All right, let me,
And you know
let me,
what?
a- let me
They
ask
remember
Vice
it
President
because if you
Biden
look
a
at what's
question.
happening with the voting right now,
Let me ask
they
Vice
remember
President
that you
Biden
treated them
about-
very, very badly.
The-
Just
the-
take a look at what's happening out there.
Vice President Biden, let me give you a chance to respond within this context. Crime
Okay.
bills that you supported in the 80s and 90s contributed to the incarceration of tens of thousands of young black men who had small amounts of drugs in their possession. They are sons, they are brothers, they're fathers, they're uncles, whose families are still to this day, some of them suffering the consequences. So speak to those families. Why should they vote for you?
One of the things is that in the 80s, we passed 100%, all 100 senators voted for it, a bill on drugs and how to deal with drugs. It was a mistake. I've been trying to change it since then, particularly the portion on cocaine. That's why I've been arguing that, in fact, we should not send anyone to jail for a pure drug offense. They should be going into treatment across the board. That's what we should be spending money. That's why I set up drug courts, which were never funded by our Republican friends. They should not be going to jail for a drug or an alcohol problem. They should be going into treatment. That's what we've been trying to do. That's what I'm going to get done, because I think maybe the American people have now seen that, in fact, it was a mistake to pass those laws relating to drug. But they were not in the crime bill.
But
Okay.
why didn't he get it done? See, it's all talk, no action with these politicians. Why didn't he get it done? That's what I'm going to do when I become president. You were vice president along with Obama as your president, your leader, for 8 years. Why didn't you get it done? You had 8 years to get it done. Now you're saying you're going to get it done because you're all talk and no action, Jim.
We got a
Your
lot of it
response.
done. We released
didn't get
38,000.
anything
We got
done.
38,000 prisoners left from the.
You got nothing done.
38,000 prisoners were released from federal prison. There were over 1,000 people who were given clemency. In fact, we're the ones that put in the legislation saying we could look at pattern and practice of police departments and what they were doing, how they were conducting themselves. I could go on, but we began the process. We lost an election. That's why I'm running, to win back that election and change his terrible policy.
I
Quick
just
response,
asked,
and then we're
I
gonna
just
move
asked
on
one
to climate
question.
change.
Why didn't you do it in the 8 years, a short time ago? Why didn't you do it? You just said, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. You put tens of thousands of mostly black young men in prison. Now you're saying you're going to undo that. Why didn't you get it done? You had 8 years with Obama. You know why,
Because-
Joe? Because you're all talk and no action.
All right, Vice President
Because
Biden, and then
President-
we're going to move on to the next section.
We had a Republican Congress.
Right there.
You can end it.
Right there.
All right, you heard it.
He kept asking the question,
Yep.
why
Why?
after all this time? And instead of Joe, Sleepy Joe, instead of him blaming one person,
Yep.
he recognized that it was the whole thing
Yep.
that
The
kept
Senate,
that
the
from
Republican
going
Senate.
forward.
Right.
When you have the Senate Majority Leader specifically come out and say,
Yep.
we gonna stall and not do everything that this president, meaning Obama, try to put forth.
Yep.
Prison reform was one of those things. They stalled that guy on every
Everything.
move he tried to make.
You're right.
So when the question come out, why didn't you do anything?
In the 8
The
years.
correct and appropriate response that made me get off the fence was what Joe's
What
reply
Joe
was.
just said. Yes.
Because of the Senate.
The Senate.
That was
It
Republican.
was Republican. Okay. And
The
it's just
Sen-
almost like what's going on with the stimulus check. So, they already said, okay, they got the money out here for the second round of stimuluses, but they're holding it up. The Republicans are holding it up.
Yep.
So, hey.
Both parties is holding them up. All right.
Right.
I'm gonna
both
just tell you like
parties,
that.
okay.
Both sides of the deal is holding it up.
Yeah.
Now, to me, I would have rather had the same numbers as the first stimulus package because something is better than nothing.
Nothing. Right.
Now you got people out here that's suffering, that
Right.
need their money. I don't think that they'll mind having an extra $1,200 in their pocket,
There you
or
go.
you know what I'm saying. It's $500 per dependent, and if you got 5 kids, that's 5 plus 12. All right, I don't think nobody will mind getting them same
Right.
numbers right back.
We don't
So then
mind.
tell me again why Nancy feels like, oh, that's not enough. That's not enough. See, that's the reason why I was on the fence to begin with. See, what we need to do is bring back that other party, man, that third
That
party.
third
So
party, the
that
Green
way
Party.
it keeps the other two parties in check. Because if you ain't going to do what you're supposed to do, Republican
Somebody
or
will.
Democrat, you got another party that will.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? The real party of the people.
Yep.
The Republicans, they probably used to be the Black People's Party a
Yep.
long time ago, back during slavery and everything. Yeah, that probably
Right.
was the Black People Party. But guess
Right.
what? It changed too.
It
And then
changed
you
when
say-
Nixon came along because they said Nixon was the one who started the civil rights
Right.
movement, and the Republicans was not for civil rights at that time during Nixon's era. So Nixon and there was John F. Kennedy, all of those who actually fought for us was not Republican. So that's
Right,
why
that was Democrat.
right. That's why it was a big switch. And so when people go back and say, "Oh, well, blacks started out as Republicans," this is
They
what
did.
happened when civil rights started out, and we was trying to run for injustice. So
there was a lot of black politicians
Yes.
who actually fared better under
Yes.
the early Republican, not rule, but
Right.
control.
Control,
There was a lot of black senators, after Reconstruction, we was thrust into the
Right.
whole situation.
Right.
Now, I am a big fan of individual responsibility.
Right.
Where did we let that control go then? If we had so much control
Yeah.
after Reconstruction of our own thing, what happened that control
Yes.
was taken away?
Yes.
Who allowed it?
Who allowed it?
Why
All
did
right.
we allow it? So I'm saying, you talk about Black Wall Street, and I'm gonna get off my soapbox in a minute. And check this out, you talk about Black Wall Street. All right, Black Wall Street was a real good time in Oklahoma. Black people flourished. They had businesses. They was economically stable. Everything was good. Right?
Yep.
What happened?
What happened?
You know what I'm saying? Nobody talking about that part.
Yes.
Individual responsibility.
Responsibility.
You see what I'm saying? You say, oh yeah, man, the white mob came in,
Yep.
burned up the town, destroyed everything. Okay. What kind of fight did we put up? Did we really fight as hard as what we could have as a race?
Right.
Okay, so now you fast forward everything to the right now. What we got right now.
Right.
Where we at right now, because
Yeah.
that's what matters.
All right.
Don't really matter about then as
Right.
much as it do right now.
That's
Let's
right.
go to the next thing. The next thing we're gonna talk about, them Cowboys suck. Y'all got beat. I couldn't wait to get that out. Y'all know I was itching for that all day. The Cowboys, y'all suck. Y'all got beat by Washington, 24-3. Say, man, at least the Falcons lost by one point. But they still lost. All right?
Oh, Falcons, come on now.
It's
but
hard
you
on
see
the
what's
Falcons.
out here. Y'all
Hey,
see
man.
what's out here, though. Y'all see what's out here.
Oh, when the Saints, come marching in. Hey, the Saints marched in on them today.
And
Saints
they won.
marched in on them
Yes,
today.
they did.
Man, shout out to number 88, my boy.
Yes.
Shout out to my boy on the show.
He
Yeah,
won.
feel that.
We
You know
won.
what I'm saying? All right, I think I'm
You got your
Coming
excitement
on
out.
down. I think I
Okay,
got
got
my
your excitement down a little
Cowboys
bit.
suck.
What about them Green Bay Packers?
Oh,
Tell us about those
the Packers beat
Packers.
the Packers beat the Texans. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Packers. You
Go
know what I'm
Pack,
saying? Go Pack, go on that thing. You
All
know,
right.
it's still green with me all day.
All day. All right, so we want to shout out to all of our sponsors, our wonderful partners in this industry. Okay, so first and foremost, the Gift of Life Community Home, we want to thank you and welcome you all to Georgia. We are all the way live in Georgia. We're doing a food pantry every weekend. We have the Atlanta Academy of Cannabis Science, the Driver Food Pantry. There we go. Every Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. You can also become a sponsor. So be a sponsor. Call us. Let us know you want to sponsor us. Let us know if you can take action. We're trying to tell Congress to support the MORE Act. We have Miss Alma with the Reds All-Purpose Remedies, and she's here today. She'll be talking with us more about her lovely products that's working all over America, y'all.
Right on.
All right. And we have some more great sponsors
Right
on
on.
October
Happy birthday,
birthdays. Happy
October.
birthday, October. Marshetta, my sister Latasha is having a birthday on the 30th. So happy birthday coming up to her and all of the wonderful October birthdays. All right, you're stronger with naturopathic medicine. Shouts out to all of our breast cancer survivors. You call me, let me know. We help with prevention. We also are doing now early prevention techniques, which are, having those scans done at underlying issues and detecting symptoms and problems ahead of time. So please give me a call. We are now doing cryoskin, where you can get fat cells frozen off of your body. So you can do that with us. It only takes 30 minutes. So call and make your appointment. Slimming, toning, and facials. This is also now part of the food pantry we have over at the location, 820 Highway 138 in Riverdale, Georgia. We got breads, we got salads, we got all the good stuff, y'all.
We getting it every day.
We get it every morning. So come out. Pills kill. Stop the pain, start the vote. So make sure you're voting for those people who are in place who will change the way we look at pills versus the medical cannabis industry. All right. There is our wonderful dispensary set up in our wonderful school. So when you enroll in the Atlanta, Georgia Academy of Cannabis Science, or if you just want to come in and get seen by one of our naturopathic doctors, we also starting now to prescribe or recommend is the word, cannabis. So our cannabis class on yesterday that started went well. We're so excited for that class. And one of our instructors there, Mr. Dean Sines, we want to thank him for going through the history of cannabis on yesterday.
Yep.
All right, so now open online is Beautiful Nina's Beauty Supply, and it is online. Go to www.beautifulninasbeautysupply.com and order your hair products and support our youth here in America. All right, so Green as a Toad is harvesting tomorrow, Monday the 26th, and drying on Tuesday. So if y'all want to go out and support on a farm, they have let us know that you can contact us and let them know that we sent you to go out and see some real cannabis here in Atlanta, well, in Georgia, not in Atlanta, but in Georgia. It's about 3 hours away, but if you leave early, about 5 or so, you get there by 8 and beat the traffic. So call us and let you know we're going out. And shouts out to everyone who is in our circle and our bubble: Great Leaf Hydro, Forbidden Business, Big Shot Entertainment, NTH Credit, the Holistic Society. Also now we just added Miss Red's Remedies, and also we want to shout out to Status Network, Manifest TV. We always live on this station every Sunday, almost Sundays from 5 to 6 p.m. So we also now we have a caller. We're gonna go ahead and talk to her and go to our caller. So just a second while we get her on.
I got you.
All right, caller.
Hello, caller.
Hello.
The Holistic Cannabis Show welcomes you.
Welcome.
Well, that's awesome, Holistic Cannabis.
All right.
All right, so tell us a little bit about you and where you're calling from. What is your name, first of all? Tell us your name.
Well, my name is Karen Simmons, and I am with Greenhouse Consulting, an agricultural and entrepreneurial consulting firm for those who are interested into anything agriculture. So not just hemp, livestock, vineyards, produce, things of that nature, and of course hemp. So I'm down in Metter, Georgia right now, where we have been harvesting hemp. You know, we all think of October harvest season, but that is really true in agriculture.
That's true.
It is harvest season, and we're harvesting pounds of hemp as we speak. So, yeah.
Wow.
That's awesome. All right, so we're excited, and you send me the flyer that we just posted on the show in regards to the hemp harvesting, and you all are asking or advising that we can come out and join you all tomorrow. Tell us more about that.
Okay, so Green Toe Hemp is one of the first black hemp farmers in Georgia.
First black.
And, first black hemp farmers, recognized hemp farmers here in Georgia. And they have set up shop down here in Metter, Georgia. And that is one of the farmers that works with us. And we would just like to tell people, if they wanted to know more, that this is the place that they could get questions answered, and I do work with them closely, so I would be on that panel as well to answer questions for anybody interested in growing hemp. And so just if you wanted to kind of come out and see what it is, just sign a waiver and come on down to the farm tomorrow. It doesn't have a time on there because we're there early, so but we will be there all day. So if you wanted to come by Green Toe Hemp, that would be great, and you can look them up on Instagram and Facebook.
All right.
That's awesome. So we're excited about that. We're excited that you're joining us and that you invited us to come out. Do you have any questions, Mr. Henderson, you want to ask about?
I do. Okay, so when getting involved with the agricultural perspective in the state of Georgia, we got some viewers that might be interested in growing hemp. and getting involved with the hemp movement,
right,
where would you recommend their first start? You know, we got the acreage, we got the land. What's the next thing to do?
Okay, in Georgia, you have land. You will have to obtain a grower's license, and it is $50 an acre. With that, it is not going to be a right-of-way thing. They do require a background check as well. The person cannot have had any drug-related charges at this time in regards to the grower's license. And you have to commit to a processor. So an affidavit would be required, and between you and a Georgia processor. So that is a processing plant that has a permit to do that in Georgia. All of this can be found on the Georgia Department of Agriculture's website.
Okay.
They actually have a hemp, just specifically a tab just for hemp. So it'll go over the laws with you, what you need to do, and that is first things here in Georgia. You should be zoned for farming. That would make it easier. So if you have been a farmer for over a year, it's a lot easier to get a grower's license. So yeah, and you want to make sure you get your land cleared off. You got to do some soil testing, that sort of thing. So I say, you know, there's no way to just like, oh, am I going to have a harvest this year, 2020? Probably not if you are brand new at this. But it is something, process that you can get started and maybe put something in the ground in March.
Right.
All right. Sound good.
Sounds good.
Sound good. So we're going to be ready in the morning.
As possible. But yeah, and we're trying to, if it is difficult, to see how we can go about connecting people to growers who already have a license, because that is also permitted. They would just have to register your land under their grower's license.
Right.
Okay.
So just look into that as well. If you are brand new to farming, to agriculture, and you know your granddad left you some land you ain't seen in years, you should have a land assessment. So you can give me a call for that to see. And hemp pretty much grows anywhere. So I don't want you to think like, is this land right for hemp?
Right.
So yeah, it's growing sand, you know, and so just looking at just what the hemp can do. You know, it's not impossible indoor. I suggest that. And then you can have some year-round harvesting. It can be a little bit more expensive. So, of course, we're talking about retrofitting a building for indoor growth.
Right.
And so, yes, that can be costly, but getting into hemp can be costly. From the seedlings to the plants to the mini lab tests that have to be done on the soil and the hemp. And Georgia's new at this. You know, and those things can be difficult to find. So, you know, just connecting. But again, Agri-Unity Cooperative is doing pilots right now. I'm working with them on exactly a good layout for hemp growers in Georgia.
Awesome. That is awesome. And it's awesome to hear that a woman, a black woman, is in this industry. Because when I first came here, honestly, I was told that there's no black women doing this stuff. There's nobody, you know, this is a man's world. But you done proved us wrong, honey. You done proved everybody wrong. Not us, because I knew, you know, that we was out here, and all. Shouts out to all the women in cannabis in the space. Because, yes, we're really out here doing it really big here in Georgia. So heads out. Shots out, heads up to the men who, you know, working, but hey, we are coming up and trying to take over this thing, you know.
Y'all know y'all care about that.
Hey, go get you a good black woman.
There you go. There you go. Don't mind getting a little dirty. Put on some cowboy boots and some, you know. Don't mind taking them nails down and letting their hair down. There you go.
Don't think we couldn't. You thought we couldn't.
There you go. There you go. We'll get out dirty on them farms and them hemp farms there and that cannabis there.
Right. So and we're down in Metter. It's about 3.5 hours.
Okay.
Definitely worth it as far as where are the farmlands.
There you go.
City people, 45 minutes kind of scares them.
Right.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Yeah,
Go
don't
on
be
down
scared.
there.
Go on
down
down
to
Being
the
a
country.
consumer and become a producer.
A producer. There you go. And that's what a lot of us need. We need to know. And we appreciate you for reaching out to us. And we met you on a Dr. Pat show a couple of weeks ago. And so you didn't know we had our own show. So I hope you tune in on Manifest TV through Facebook and all outlets, Fire Stick, Roku, YouTube, and other outlets. And please share. And then we look forward to bringing you on the show live here in the next couple of weeks when you come and return back from the farm. And so appreciate you. Is there any way you can tell our audience, our listeners, how to reach or contact you? That would be great.
Okay, yes, me personally, let me just give my phone number.
Okay.
So write this down because I don't do this much. I don't have a business card because I like to work personally with my clients. I do a lot of word of mouth.
All
okay,
right.
You ready?
There you go. Go
okay,
ahead.
you can't repost this either. If they don't get it, they they just lucked up today. No reposting this.
Okay.
678 760 7447. Kieran Simmons. Yes.
There
I'm a wealth builder, but right now I'm a hemp agronomist. So I'm studying and building my knowledge in, and so I can help others.
There you go. Well, we appreciate you, Ms. Simmons.
All right.
And we'll talk to you soon. All right. Well, you just heard it. Yes, thanks for calling.
You guys.
All right,
Bye.
talk to you later. All right, so you just heard it all the way from Mater, Georgia. The hemp farm, Green Toad, is harvesting today and tomorrow and Tuesday. They're drying, and they are looking for participants who want to come and join and watch and see what it's like here in the state of Georgia.
Pour you some stalks.
There you go. And get your hands dirty. So don't be scared.
Don't come down there and your Sunday go to meeting clothes.
Yes, this is
ain't no photo opportunities. It's real work.
But it's real networking as well. So if you want to see what the farmers are like, you want to see how you can start the same process in your state or in where you are, you can actually see, get the seedlings and see how the hemp is going on. And I also lab test. So if you want to do a test and you are my student, you will be able to see me test on site. If you come on site, you'll be able to see lab tests, and this is to test the cannabinoids to make sure your product isn't hot. Because if it's hot, then guess what happens? You got to throw it all away, and you don't want that good cannabis to go to waste. Right on. All right, so next we're going to have our wonderful Miss Alma on the show. She's going to tell you about the health benefits of this wonderful product, Red's all-purpose remedies, and I get names messed up. So you all tune in after this little break. We're gonna go into and we'll get her on. All right.
Bam, bam.
Imagine how
there we go.
All right, come on.
Stronger credit. You could get approved for better credit cards, finance that vehicle you've had your eye on, or even purchase the home of your dreams. But building strong credit can be confusing and sometimes difficult. That's because in the past you had to apply for a credit card, hope you're approved, then try to build credit by spending. But what if you could build credit by saving instead of spending? With Credit Strong, now you can. Credit Strong has made building credit stress-free. Now you can establish or build your credit by building savings instead of spending. With no upfront security deposit, no hard credit inquiry or credit score required, and low monthly payments, it's easy to get started. You can apply online 24 hours a day and be approved in just minutes. Credit Strong is a division of an independent community bank that's 5-star rated and FDIC insured, so you know that both your money and personal information are safe and secure. Transform your life with Credit Strong. How does Credit Strong build your credit history and savings at the same time? A Credit Strong account is like a savings plan that builds credit. That's because it's a fusion of an installment loan and an FDIC-insured savings account. When you open a Credit Strong account, we open a savings account in your name and instantly give you a loan. The money from your loan is deposited into your savings account. We place a lock on the savings account to secure the loan. You make small monthly payments of principal and interest on your loan. The principal is like a payment to yourself and pays down the lock on your savings. The interest is what we earn to provide the service. When the loan is repaid in full, we remove the lock on your savings and the money is available to you. continue growing your savings with regular deposits. As a bank, we report your monthly loan payments directly to the 3 major credit bureaus, building your credit history as you go. We provide a free FICO score monthly so you can track your progress. Building credit by saving has never been easier. Want to learn more? Visit us at www.creditstrong.com.
What is that? Tell us about that real quick.
Okay, real quick. Credit Builder.
Hey everyone, Credit Life Coach Mark here. We are going to step
Credit Builder is a
right into the ring.
It's a savings and CD account.
That's right.
Where you deposit your money into it, just like the video says. You deposit the money, it reports to our 3 credit bureaus. Anybody got any questions about it or want to know more about how that works, visit my website, www.nthcredit.net.
There you go, www.nthcredit.net, and you can get your credit built as well. So I forgot to mention that the Gift of Life Community Home offers the credit repair under a membership fee. So if you sign up to become a member, and you can go to www.thegiftoflifecommunityhome.wordpress.com, and you can sign up for a membership. Okay, and those memberships are only for people who are unemployed, we have a sliding scale fee. So it's like $10 a month. And you get 50% off your basic membership for your credit repair. You get unlimited access to the food pantries. You get a scan with me to see a doctor. And you get discount on your Whole Foods and natural products through the Gift of Life Community Home. So now we have with us Miss Alma. Nice to see you again. I'm glad you are back with us again, and I know we talked about your product before on the show. So go ahead and tell us what you're doing here with your products and how you want to share with the world how awesome they are.
I'm Miss Red. Name is Alma McKay, and this product is a topical rub, and it's all natural.
Okay.
And we have quite a few items up here. Mm-hmm. We have the foot medical cream. Mm-hmm. It's heal the feet, put the moisture back in the feet after you don't rub with the remedy. Mm-hmm. And this take the pains out and stuff like that. You can also skeet some in your foot tub and soak your feet for about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I soak mine for 45 minutes and it works. I also soak my hands in it because I fell and hurt my hand, and it takes the pain out. When you have carpet toner, you can soak your hands in it and rub your hand. Just play with your hand, while you're sitting down looking at TV. Play with it, hours, how long you want to go. The more you rub with it, the more better it works. Right. It's all natural. It can't hurt you. And this is a roll-on, like for your neck, your shoulders, and your back and stuff like that. This roll-on right here, I remember a lady in Mississippi, she couldn't even hunk her shoulders. She couldn't do this. And I went there to deliver a rub to her daughter, a bottle rub, and the mom couldn't hunk her shoulders. So I rubbed the mom down with the rub. And she's about 3-4 minutes, she was honking her shoulder. All she can do is say, praise God. I said, yeah, it works. So, and then I had to rub the daughter down because her knees were swole, her feet were swole, her leg was so hard. You can hit it and like you knocking on a piece of wood. That's how hard her leg was. And I started rubbing her leg. I rubbed her leg for about 5 or 10 minutes. But cut the story short, they wound up buying like 4 bottles instead of 1 bottle. I went there to deliver 1 bottle and they bought 4 because, it really works for the mom and the daughter. And this is the same thing, but this is I call this a sample right here, a mini one. Same as this here. These 3 the same. And we also have the hemorrhoid.
The hemorrhoid cream.
Yeah, that's I've seen an experience with a guy in Grady Hospital with the hemorrhoid cream because he was all bent over and he had I asked him to take my seat. And he said, I asked him what was wrong with him because he was all bent over. And he said, I have hemorrhoids. I told him to use this here, go in the bathroom and use it. And so I seen the little guy, later on, because my daughter and I was sitting there, we was talking. And I happened to look up and seen the guy walking straight. I'm like, wow. I said, come here, son. I said, how you like it? He said, wow. He said, man, I feel so much better, miss. Thank you. I said, the number's on the bottle. I said, you call me, when you need, whatever. And this is also the key ring. This is a hand and body sanitizer up in here. You can put it on your pocketbook, whatever. You can carry that around with you.
Yeah.
It keeps the bacteria off of you.
Yeah.
You can rub it on your hand. It's also a propellent for mosquitoes and stuff like that. And rub it on your body, before you leave out, around your neck, behind your ears and stuff like that. And it'll keep the bacteria off of you. And this is the big hand and body sanitizer right here. It's the same thing. And we also have the wipes. The wipes is good. The same thing. You can wipe yourself up with the hands and body wipes. And this is a little sample, a little bitty sample right here.
All right.
And we also sell those. And these gloves right here, if you can go to Walmart, Dollar Tree and stuff like that, and you buy these gloves, like you have knee problem and, like your shoulder or your arm, elbow, your hip, especially your hip, because they had a guy, he couldn't get out the bed. He couldn't even put his feet on the floor. And he got this glove. And he said he rubbed like all day. It was getting dark, off and on. He'll take a nap, wake up, rub, or whatever. He got out the bed that same day.
Wow.
He took this glove and it penetrates through the body quick, when you use these little rough gloves, the little bath gloves. And, you just rub with it. Oh, back to the ladies with the breast problem.
October is the breast cancer awareness month.
When the doctor tell you have breast problem, if you have this, you rub your breast with it, for about 2-3 minutes, when you get out the shower in the morning, you hit it again, and maybe lunchtime and stuff like that. And when you go back to the doctor to get a test, because it happened to me and a bunch of more ladies, they can't find nothing. I had the fattest in my breast, and the doctor told me I had problems, so when I went to get my ultrasound, they couldn't find nothing.
Couldn't find it.
It done took the little knots, breast, whatever that was in me is gone.
Cancer.
Y'all have to use it. This is for this topical rub is for everything except for around your eye. Ear infection. My eye lady, she called me. She said, Miss Alma, I'm real busy doing eyes. She do the eyes. And she said her daughter was crying. She was 2 years old, and messing with her ears. And she said she had ear infection.
Right.
She said, I put that on the Q-tip and stuck it in her ear and twirled it around a little bit. She said, Miss Alma, my daughter went to sleep.
Wow.
She said, you saved me from going to the doctor.
Wow.
I said, that's good. And then also the guy across the street from me, he buys it, and his little baby came. The daughter came stay with him. And the little baby, a newborn baby, was just crying. Never wanted to stop crying. Nothing did this little baby no good.
Wow.
And he asked the daughter, well, what happened? She said, he had his shots today. He said, oh. He said he said, Ms. Alma, I got my rub. I said, oh, yeah.
Wow.
He said, he rubbed that little baby thigh. The little baby went to sleep.
Oh, wow.
Same thing with a toothache, but you have to rub on the outside.
On the outside.
The little baby, the police downtown, his baby was crying and hollering about his mouth was hurting. And he rubbed the baby mouth down, and it took it away.
Awesome. That is so awesome, Miss Alma. We thank you again for coming on the show every week. You have started to share with us and to our audience how your remedies is helping out, is helping with inflammation, pain, and so forth. So if you all want to come out to the shop, we call it the shop, the clinic, the apothecary, our herbal shop, herb products is on our shelves. So you can buy them directly in person from us at 820 Highway 138 in Riverdale, Georgia. And you can also go on her website. Tell them her website.
www.redsremedy.com. And also you can call. A lot of people call because they I made some at a certain place and they buying it at 404-641-4034.
Great.
You can always get it from me and stuff like that.
Okay.
And go on the web. You can get it on the web with PayPal. We got Zelle. And my son do Cash App sometime, when they want it right away.
Right
we'll do
away.
Cash App because some people runs out and they want it right away.
Right.
And I also gives it out to the homeless guy when I go pass out my coats. We pass our coats to the homeless guy downtown at the hospital in the little tent places, and I give give it away to the one that said they hurt.
That hurts.
And then we give them coats, and we also take donation for coats because they need coats right now. 'Cause it's getting cold.
Yes.
And we bring the coats to them and stuff like that. And
That's
then they had
awesome.
this other little guy. This is one of my little adopted kids. I'm adopted parent, foster parents and stuff like that. His feet was like just through. He couldn't even wear his shoes inside.
Wow.
We soaked his feet like about 2 times.
What?
And started rubbing his feet. He don't have it no more. He had athletic feet so bad.
Okay.
He doesn't have it no more.
Well, y'all heard it. Athlete's feet. Y'all want to get that for athlete's feet as well.
Soak your feet. Soak your hands.
Soak your hands, soak your feet. All right. So don't forget the food pantry every Wednesday. This coming up Wednesday from 9 to 11. Come out and get some free food. We're also accepting donations for the clinic, the Holistic Wellness Center. That's what it is. So we're looking for some flooring, carpentry, some furniture, and it's basically up and going. So you come out, I'll come out. Our grand opening will be in November sometime. We haven't determined the date yet. We're trying to get everything together. And Mr. Henderson does credit repair for the Gift of Life. So we thank you again for that partnership. And we are going to leave you all with the wonderful love and blessings from all of us to you all. And thank you all for your support. Thank everybody who has sent in donations and love. Just show love, Georgia. We appreciate Georgia for that. And we will see you all next week, same time and same place. All right. Peace out, y'all.
Peace out.